I don't know. I might be too pretty in pink for the finale. Hey dolls, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, with the Fingerdoo review of Canada's Drag Race versus the World, Episode 6, aka the finale. And before we get started, of course, I need to thank this week's Tipperdoo's. First of all, James Lucy, who used the link in my link tree, which is on my Instagram profile page. Thank you so much, James. I'm so glad that you were able to find that link, and I'm just so thrilled that you're supporting this channel. And of course, I need to thank my Tipperdoo boyfriend, Vito, once again. You're a doll, Vito. Seriously. I also want to welcome back to the Fingerdoo family on Patreon, Queen Leon, who's convalescing at home, much to his doctor's chagrin. I'm so serious. Stop worrying your medical support team and be a good patient, Leon. Seriously. If you'd like to help support this channel by joining the Fingerdoo family on Patreon or sending a Tipperdoo, both those links are down below in the description box. Now, Jorge, drink me. Oh, pretty and pink like my hair. Oh, cranberry gin. Yeah. It's not the holidays without cranberry ginger ale, I am just going to say. Okay, let's get to it. Once the top four bid Vanity a fond farewell, the queens congratulated Rita on her lip sync win by asking her why she chose Vanity's lipstick. It was no mystery. It was Vanity's second time in a row in the bottom, and more importantly, Rita promised Silky she wouldn't send her home. Enough said. And even though they're both fellow country people, Victoria revealed that she'd picked Vanity's lipstick too. Bless. The next day, it was down to work for the top four. There's never any rest for the sickening, or so I'm told. Tracy Melchor arrived with the final challenge for the season, a lip sync smackdown for the crown. But first, a photo shoot with All Stars 4 season co-winner and international drag legend Monet Exchange. Why Monet, you ask? Why the hell not? Seriously. All the queens had a little kiki with Miss Change and then gnashed their teeth for the camera atop a rocket in the shape of their lipsticks. As much as I enjoyed these chats and as much as I love Monet Exchange, this was obviously time filler for the sparsely planned episode. I can think of worse ways they could have stretched it out. As the top four got ready for the runway, they reflected on the joys of being in Canada during this whole process, which I'm sure was a refreshing change of scenery for the Americans. At any rate, it was a very kumbaya moment is what I'm saying, even with Raja dropping the C-bomb in Victoria's direction. Kaboom! Oh! And then, well, it was time for the runway. Brooklyn looked gorgeous in green, as did Brad Goreski in his sequin suit that seemed to scream, "Suck on this eleganza, heights!" I mean, I heard it. Did you hear it? Tracy Melchor was looking extra in her off-the-shoulder black sequins, and joining them this week at the judges' table, looking lovely in leopard, the legend herself, Monet Exchange. Okay, I'm just going to say it. It bothers me that the queens who've guest judged this year haven't worn drag during the runway. Is there some rule that Brooklyn is the only one allowed to be in drag? I'm sure it's not her idea. She doesn't seem insecure, especially with all the glamour she's brought to the stage. I mean, not even just this season, but everyone. The queen kills it. Maybe the other queens don't want to be shamed. Who can say? All I know is somebody mentioned to me that none of the queens that come to judge are in drag when they're judging, and it bothers me. Anyway, category is Coronation Eleganza Extravaganza. First up, well, the eliminated queens. Kendall Jenner'S Pink Scorpion was cute, but I found her shake and go wig a little distracting. Stephanie Prince's pearled version, I can never say that word. I wonder why. Pearled Virgin look was breathtaking. Anita Wigl'it's Off to the Opera in mint look was absolutely stunning. But the star of this show was definitely Isis Couture, who proved why she won Canada's Drag Race Season 2 and brought up more questions as to why she quit this season. I mean, at least it did for me. I know at the Roscoe's viewing that she brought up favoritism where production was concerned, and I'm guessing that favoritism wasn't skewing in her favor. Regardless of her reason, it was nice to see her back because often the queens that self-eliminate don't come back. I think she's just greasing the wheels for future episodes of Drag Race, I'm just saying. And while we're on the subject, no offense to ISIS or anyone who quits any competition for whatever reason, but I'm worrying that this is becoming a trend with the new generation of artists out there. Even on Painted with Raven, there seems to be a point where some contestants feel it's too late in the game to win, so they leave. All I'm saying is that I hope this isn't a trend and that the situation doesn't persist or worse, increases seriously. Bringing up the rear of the eliminated queens, you heard me, was Vanity looking beautiful in blue. Then it was time for the top four. Silky Nutmeg Ganache was first, serving Cindy Lou Who's cousin in yellow. And I'm just going to say it, I hated her hair, but not enough not to give her a finger do. I'm so serious. Raja was looking regal in aubergine, but I have to say, this was a little subdued for the finale for me. I wish there'd been a little bling on the outfit to make her just sparkle that extra bit more. But you know how I love a self-made outfit, so of course I gave her a finger do. Now, Victoria Scone's eleganza gagged me. Although I wish parts of this outfit were made better, it was still too stunning not to give her a finger do. She was literally a crown. It was gorgeous. Finally, we had the mama from Montreal, Rita Baga, who was looking stunning in her crystal-encrusted party dress. Well, from the tits up. No offense, but I wish she'd corseted better or, at the very least, raised that structured skirt up about 6 inches. As it was, it kind of made her look dumpy and her legs looked short. I mean, it was still gorgeous enough for a finger do, seriously. I mean, look at the bead on that mug. Gorgeous! And then it was time for the judges' critiques, which involved the photos they took with Monet Exchange and reflected on their drag journeys. What made this moment less annoying than I usually find it was Victoria Scone taking a moment to propose to her girlfriend Danny. This moment was even more poignant for me when I watched the live viewing video from Montreal on her Instagram feed. Seriously, check it out. I've got a link up above. I'll put it down below, but you have to see Danny's response. Bring tissues is all I'm saying. Back in the Untucked Lounge, the top four were reunited with the eliminated queens, and there was a lot of love for Isis, which seemed to ease her a bit. Rita and Silky also revealed that they had a secret alliance that seemed to gag a few of the queens. Okay, mostly Vanity. I'm just going to say it. Seriously, she was taking off her earrings. That's run. When you see that, run. And then it was lip sync Smackdown time. The top four queens had to pick one of four boxes to see not only who they'd be lip syncing against, but what song they'd be lip syncing to. Victoria Scone and Raja were pitted against each other to the Nelly Furtado song Do It featuring Missy Elliott, while Rita Baga and Silky Nutmeg Ganache got Broken Bones by Love Inc. featuring the iconic voice of Simone Denny. Which brings up a point for me. Why haven't they had Simone Denny on as a judge yet? Seriously, I think she'd be great. I love Simone. Victoria and Raja were first, and let me just say, Victoria didn't stand a chance. Raja is a fierce lip syncer and proved it once again with an energetic performance. Not that Victoria did a bad job, she was just up against the best. So it was no surprise to me that Raja moved into the next round. Here's to Victoria for her legendary showing on this season. She truly proved that she is a legendary queen. Seriously. Rita and Silky were next, and again, I felt badly for Rita. We all know how fierce Silky is in a lip sync, and she did not disappoint here. She pulled out all the stops with a reveal, she had custom-made shades, and an energetic performance. I really did think that Rita did a fantastic job too, but her more understated performance got eclipsed by Silky, if you ask me. I will say this. Rita's makeup was stunning. She was giving me Barbarella meets Scarlet Envy realness. Seriously, where's the tutorial, Rita? Come on. Still, it was no surprise to me that it was Miss Silky who moved on to the final Smackdown against Raja. They had to lip sync to Celine Dion's River Deep, Mountain High. This was a legendary lip sync no matter how you looked at it. Good friends going toe-to-toe for the crown, and neither made it easy for the other. Both had reveals. Silky actually had two. Raja, on the other hand, was channeling some leggy Tina Turner vibes in her performance, which definitely added pepper to her ice. I have to say, I couldn't pick a winner from that lip sync, and it wasn't my job. It was the judges, and they decreed that the winner of Canada's Drag Race versus the World was Raja O'Hara. Finally, that crown has landed on her head. Although I would have been fine with any one of the top 4 queens taking the crown. But I am beyond thrilled that it was Miss Raja. No one has worked as hard or as long, and I think she'll make an excellent addition to the Drag Race Hall of Fame. Seriously, here's a Miss Raja. Well done. So, there you have it. What do you think? Are you upset that a Canadian didn't win? Have you picked someone else as your favorite? Or are you just thankful for a well-played, mostly entertaining season of Versus the World? I think it sounds like this might be the last of these series, as it sounds like Drag Race will be launching All Stars International for 2023. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And while you're down there, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And check out the links in the description box for ways that you can help support this channel. Until next time, miss me! Mwah, seriously. I'm so glad Raja won. I really wanted him. I didn't want to say that too much because, well, she's not Canadian. But it sounds like she might apply for dual citizenship now. God bless her. I liked all the top 4. There was not anyone there that I thought shouldn't have been in the top 4. And even seeing Isis back, I thought, oh God, she looks so good. But I don't know. You have to watch the Roscoe Q&A. She mentions a bunch of factors that kind of, I think, helped her make that decision. Bless her heart. Oh, season 15's next. Happy New Year.